Before we begin, I need you to pay very close attention to what I'm about to say. What if I told you that one of the deadliest heart conditions often begins years before doctors diagnose it? What if the warning signs are already showing up in your body right now, but you're dismissing them as normal aging? The truth is that millions of adults over 60 are living with early heart failure and don't even know it. Some notice they're getting tired more easily. Others struggle to climb stairs. Some wake up in the middle of the night gasping for air. But because these changes happen gradually, most people never realize their heart is crying out for help. And by the time many finally receive a diagnosis, the damage has already become severe. That's why today's video could be one of the most important videos you ever watch. I'm going to reveal the early warning signs of heart failure that doctors want you to recognize before it's too late. And make sure you stay until the end because I'll also share the #1 hidden cause behind most cases of heart failure and what you can do starting today to protect your heart. Before we continue, if you're committed to staying healthy, independent, and active after 60, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and type the word heart in the comments below. It helps us reach more seniors who need this life-saving information. Now let's begin. A few years ago, I met a 72-year-old retired teacher. She told me she had been feeling a little more tired than usual. Walking to the mailbox left her winded. Climbing stairs became difficult, but she kept telling herself it was just old age. 6 months later, she was rushed to the hospital with advanced heart failure. Looking back, all the warning signs had been there. She simply didn't recognize them. And that's exactly why we're having this conversation today. The first warning sign is shortness of breath. This is often one of the earliest clues that something is wrong. Maybe you notice you're breathing harder while doing activities that never bothered you before. Maybe you're walking through the grocery store and suddenly feel exhausted. Maybe climbing a single flight of stairs leaves you needing a break. Most people assume they're just out of shape. But when the left side of the heart starts weakening, it can't pump blood efficiently. Fluid begins backing up into the lungs, making it harder for oxygen to enter the bloodstream. Imagine trying to breathe through a wet sponge. That's what your lungs are fighting against. The result is less oxygen reaching your muscles and organs. If you've been feeling increasingly short of breath, don't automatically blame aging. Your heart may be sending an important message. The second warning sign is persistent fatigue and weakness. Have you ever slept 8 hours and still felt exhausted the next morning? Do simple household chores suddenly feel overwhelming? This isn't normal tiredness. When the heart struggles to pump blood effectively, every cell in your body receives less oxygen and fewer nutrients. Without enough oxygen, your body can't produce energy efficiently. That's why even simple activities can leave you feeling drained. One of my patients described it perfectly. She said, "Doctor, it feels like someone removed half my battery." If that sounds familiar, it's worth paying attention. The third warning sign is a rapid or irregular heartbeat. Some people notice fluttering in their chest. Others feel their heart racing while sitting quietly. Some describe skipped beats or sudden pounding sensations. This happens because the heart is desperately trying to compensate for its reduced pumping ability. It works harder and faster in an attempt to deliver enough oxygen throughout the body. But over time, this strategy becomes less effective and places even more strain on the heart muscle. And what I'm about to share next surprises many people because it doesn't sound like a heart symptom at all. Yet it can be one of the most overlooked warning signs of heart failure. The fourth warning sign is a persistent cough or wheezing. Most people immediately think about allergies, asthma, or a respiratory infection. But when fluid accumulates inside the lungs, it can irritate the airways and trigger chronic coughing. Some people notice the cough gets worse at night. Others develop a wheezing sound when they breathe. In more advanced cases, mucus may even appear pink or foamy. If you have a cough that won't go away and you're also experiencing fatigue or shortness of breath, don't ignore it. Your lungs and your heart may be connected in ways you never realized. The fifth warning sign is sudden weight gain. This one catches many people by surprise. Imagine stepping on the scale and discovering you've gained 3 or 4 pounds in just a few days. You haven't changed your diet. You haven't overeaten. So what's happening? In many cases, it's not body fat. It's fluid retention. When the heart can't pump effectively, The kidneys receive less blood flow. The kidneys interpret this as a fluid shortage and begin holding onto extra water and sodium. The result can be several pounds of rapid weight gain almost overnight. Many people miss this warning sign completely because they assume they simply ate too much. But doctors know that sudden unexplained weight gain can be one of the earliest clues that heart failure is developing. And now we're about to discuss a symptom that affects millions of older adults every single day. Yet many never realize it could be related to their heart. The sixth warning sign is swelling in the feet, ankles, and legs. Take a look at your ankles tonight. Do your socks leave deep marks? Are your shoes tighter than they used to be? Swelling occurs when fluid begins collecting in the tissues because blood is no longer moving efficiently through the body. Gravity pulls much of this fluid downward, which is why swelling usually appears first in the feet and ankles. At first it may come and go. Eventually it can become constant. The seventh warning sign is waking up multiple times at night to urinate. Many older adults think this is simply part of aging. But heart failure can contribute to frequent nighttime bathroom trips. During the day, fluid tends to collect in the lower body. When you lie down at night, that fluid returns to circulation. The kidneys suddenly receive more blood flow and begin producing more urine. If you're getting up several times every night and also noticing swelling in your legs, your heart could be involved. The eighth warning sign is difficulty breathing while lying flat. Some people gradually start sleeping with 2 pillows. Then 3 pillows. Eventually they find themselves sleeping in a recliner because lying flat feels uncomfortable. This condition is called orthopnea and it's a major red flag. When you lie down, fluid shifts toward the lungs, making breathing more difficult. Many people adapt to this symptom without realizing how serious it is. The ninth warning sign is that everyday activities become exhausting. Maybe carrying groceries feels harder than it used to. Maybe walking through a parking lot leaves you needing to rest. Maybe simple household chores seem impossible. Healthy aging does not mean losing all your stamina. If your endurance is declining rapidly, don't assume it's simply because you're getting older. The 10th and perhaps most dangerous warning sign is a swollen abdomen. In advanced heart failure, fluid can accumulate around the abdominal organs. This can cause bloating, discomfort, loss of appetite, and a feeling of fullness after eating only a small amount. Some people notice their waistline increasing despite no changes in diet. Others feel pressure around the stomach area. This symptom should never be ignored. Now here's what every senior needs to understand. Heart failure doesn't appear overnight. It develops slowly over years. And in most cases, there are underlying causes driving the process. The number one cause is high blood pressure. Every day that blood pressure remains elevated, the heart is forced to work harder. Over time, the heart muscle weakens. Other major contributors include obesity, insulin resistance, type 2 diabetes, smoking, sleep apnea, previous heart attacks, chronic inflammation, and a sedentary lifestyle. The encouraging news is that many of these factors are within your control. Start by reducing sugar and ultra-processed foods. Eat more vegetables, healthy proteins, and whole foods. Move your body every day. Even a simple walk can improve circulation and strengthen the cardiovascular system. Maintain a healthy weight. Control blood pressure and blood sugar. Prioritize quality sleep. And don't underestimate the power of stress management. Chronic stress silently damages the body in ways many people never realize. Remember this. Your body whispers before it screams. Heart failure rarely arrives without warning. The signs are often there long before a medical emergency occurs. The question is whether we're paying attention. If you recognized any of these symptoms in yourself, don't panic. But don't ignore them either. Talk with your healthcare provider and get evaluated. Early action can make an enormous difference. And now I want to hear from you. Which of these warning signs surprised you the most? Type heart in the comments if you're committed to protecting your heart health after 60. I personally read the comments and love hearing from our community. If this video helped you, please subscribe, like the video, and share it with someone you care about. One simple share could help another person recognize a warning sign before it's too late. Thank you for watching. Stay healthy, stay strong, and I'll see you in the next video.